been too long. Please don't keep expired products. It's not good for you or your skin. So I just need to go through this. I need to see what I actually use, what I don't. I will still sometimes get sent some cosmetics, and a lot of the time I just give it to my local women's shelter because they definitely get more use out of it than I will ever. So you know what, let's just go through. Let's do this, let's get through it, and just clear out and declutter some of this excess stuff that I'm just not going for. It's used to be, no, you will not use that. You haven't worn eyeshadow in over a year, and if you need eyeshadow product, I don't know, that's just not my style. I used to have tons of expired products, and now, guys, I never curl my eyelashes. Expired lip products.
You would think anyone, especially a journalist.
Wonderful and important question. You know, my background was as a prosecutor, and I was also the elected attorney general for 2 terms of a border state. So this is not a theoretical issue for me. Sadly, where we are now can be traced most recently back to Republicans. Came up with a border security bill, and Donald Trump called up those folks and said, don't put that bill on the floor for a vote. My work and my career has always been about saying, let's fix problems. Let's address the needs, because we know it's within our capacity to do that.
So to answer Justin's question, now that that bill has gone and hasn't passed, will you reintroduce that?
Absolutely, and when I am elected president of the United States, I will make sure that bill gets to my desk and I will sign it into law.
We already knew that, Oprah. She said that at the debate. Oprah is no longer in the business of staying up on the news. I bet. My best friend was being sexually abused by her stepfather, and I said, we've heard this story so many times, and it makes me crazy. Meryl Streep, to your intro, who called Harvey God, right? At like the Oscars or the Globes or whatever. For a moment, let's watch it. Hello, I'm the Paris. Yeah.
Let's get a ladder for the other one. Okay, we're gonna fold those right after we get another load out of here. I really want to go through this entire thing and get rid of like most of it.
What do you think about the Democrats doing X? I think it's inappropriate, it's wrong, it's deeply problematic, and it must be stopped.
All better.
And we are just the ones to stop it.
Going to see it or know if you're sending it to someone who has a reputation. You don't want to do that. And young people, this stuff does live on. And you think it's not going to affect? It is. Yeah. It is, because once someone has it in their mind that this is who you are, that affects everything. And I know I'm old. I know I'm old, but I'm a smart old bitch. Don't send it up. You took it on your phone. Don't send it to anybody, because you can lose your phone. Enjoy it by yourself. Yes. Make yourself happy. Say, look how good I look right now. Yeah. Are you signaling to me? Are you signaling Sonny?
You're signaling to me, but I'm giggling, so I'm trying to get myself together.
Well, I think you can do it.
I have a legal note.
There you go.
A spokesperson for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has denied claims Kennedy engaged in a romantic relationship with Olivia Nuzzi, claiming that the former presidential candidate and Nuzzi met just once.
Welcome back. Instagram just made sweeping new safety measures to address the dangers and health risks that teens are facing on social media. All users 18 and under have been automatically moved to teen accounts, which restrict what kind of content they can access, who they can talk to, and how much time they spend on social media. Now, some people say, well, is this going to work? Or do parents still need to set limits and do their jobs as well?
That part.
Yeah.
I think they absolutely need to. This is, if anyone's read Jonathan Haidt's Anxious Generation, I, as an adult who admit I'm a little bit addicted to my phone, to my social media.
No.
Yes, I know, it's a little bit on it. But I've added that, and it works for me. Granted, I'm an adult, but
I think this is terrific. I mean, I was mean mommy, Manny was mean daddy for so long. long. You know, our daughter's 18, and we had this like kamikaze way of like turning off the internet like in the house at 9 o'clock. You can't. Your frontal lobe is not developed, so insurance companies don't want to take that responsibility.
And I hate to break it to us, but part of this is on us because we got all sucked in, and we forgot that the kids will emulate what they see you do. So if you don't put your phone down, why should they?
We were just talking about teens and Instagram, though, so I want to throw back a little here. Your daughters are 11 and 9. Do you let them use social media, and what types of conversations are you having about it?
Are able to confirm that Kamala's died of uterine infection, uterine fibroids due to a hysterectomy. It has her listed as 39 years. That's actually a couple of years off from 1917, so somebody may have gotten their math wrong here. But you once again see that it lists her birthplace as St. Anne, and so this is a huge scandal. Be asking her this question: how did you make this significant of a blunder in your book? And isn't it quite ironic that every photo that you have presented that they passed,
Camera died.
where are the photos of them? Gotta be somewhere, right? Something very suspicious is going on. I don't know how it is plausible, guys. Do not allow me to gaslight us. It is not difficult, okay, for a person that is running for president of the United States to have a tidy background. This is my mom. This is my dad. This is my grandma. That it always seems to be the case that right before they run, they introduce like 1 or 2 photos that they allege are from their childhood. This is my grandma. This is my mom. And if you ask any more questions, I'm going to scream at you and call you a racist. It's completely ridiculous. We now have a scandal on our hands, okay? When you go on these genealogy websites, you can see that there's somebody managing the profile. All of the people that are managing the profile for Kamala's relatives are white. Well, unless what Janet Jackson said was true, and that these are her white Irish relatives, and she's been hiding that fact by trying to introduce some random photos of a woman and purporting that that woman is her grandmother. Again, if she's been with you throughout your entire life, Kamala, you could drop some more photos, but no matter what, you lied in your book, okay? You lied in your book. That woman died in 1960, and you were born in 1964, and I find that to be extremely problematic. I'm in these streets, just like you, Kamala. But we want to come out and tell the truth, because I don't tend to let go when I have the scent of somebody who's telling a lie. Drop child pornography onto his devices when they were doing this general search because they wanted to use him as the son, as a tool. Trust the feds, and I obviously don't trust a person who is a family member of someone who just tried to assassinate Trump. So
You have to read, baby. That's why you get to play.
I went on a show, right? And he goes, The Tonight Show, which is dying. They're all dying. Where's Johnny Carson? Bring back Johnny.
Those voters specifically, because I talk to them, and the constant refrain I hear is, I don't like Donald Trump, the man, but I think my life was better under his policies. So I want to address that notion. To think about what are going to cost us more. When he talks about, the border was more secure, he's not talking about a common sense, the border security bill that he held up in the House. He's talking about mass deportation, which the majority of Americans totally oppose.
What about the professor he had at Wharton, was it? Where the guy said it was the dumbest.
She was the dumbest.
He said it was the dumbest student he ever had.
Well,
and they all called him an idiot. Tillerson called him an idiot. They all called him that. It's ridiculous.
Listen, you know what we have to do. We got to get out and make sure we get out and vote. That's it. We have to help people.
I feel like I'm living in the 90s or 80s or something. It's so weird.
Older people out and take them because
Nothing,
we're going to try to make it as tough as possible, but we're going to outsmart them because we're going to do it right.
Everybody else's kid just cut up their underwear for no reason. So weird. It's weird behavior.
But they need to watch that because they're losing the women's vote as it is.
Well,
I love this.
Anyway, you guys, the guys.
Yeah. She can't magically affect his game. And the thing I do love about this relationship.
Don't put this on her.
One year after the other one was pink. She is so good. A good winner.
In a suburb of Boston, felt like you